One could ask, why is the astonishing fact that the emperor is found with his throne in the open air, under the starry sky, if you wish, overlooked by so many authors of the tarot? Why have they not stated the fact that the emperor is alone without a court or retinue? I believe that it is because it is rarely that one lets the symbol, the image of the symbol as such, say all that it has to say through its unique context. One lets it say a little, and one is suddenly more interested in one's own thoughts.
Right.
In what one has to say oneself, rather than what the symbol has to say. Yet the card is specific. The emperor is alone in open air in an uncultivated field with a tuft of grass as his only company. Save for the sky and the earth, the card teaches us the arcanum of the authority of the emperor, although it may be unrecognized, occult, unknown, and unappreciated. It is a matter of this crown, the scepter, the throne, and the coat of arms being guarded, without any witnesses other than the sky and the earth, by a solitary man leaning against the throne with his legs crossed, wearing a crown, holding the scepter and clasping his belt. It is authority as such, and it is the post of authority as such, which is expressed here. Authority is the magic of spiritual profundity filled with wisdom, or in other words, it is the result of magic based on gnosis due to mystical experience. So you cannot, that goes back to that first chapter, first paragraph that I read, where he says
he takes this. I mean, he takes this, the symbol of the emperor, right? He's at this point taking it completely out of its earthly domain, and you now see what the emperor truly is the one who is living in the kingdom. In fact, he specifically says, for whom the present and eternity are joined. That's living in the kingdom.
Right, which is an open space.
Right.
Which is really interesting to me because you
have authority. You don't need to use compulsion or impact the freedom of anything else. You let it be.
Yeah.
Right.
But you also have to have this clearing, right? That the emperor finds himself in.
Right. So I'm just going to read the closing last bit of the chapter, because I think this is a good note to end on. Practical Hermeticism is alchemy. The ideal of Hermeticism is essentially and fundamentally the alchemical ideal. This means to say, the more one becomes truly human, the more one manifests the divine element underlying human nature, which is the image and likeness of God. The ideal of abstraction invites human beings to do away with human nature, to dehumanize. This is exactly what I was just talking about.
Yes, but
in contrast, the ideal of alchemical transformation of Hermeticism offers to human beings the way to the realization of true human nature, which is the image and likeness of God. Hermeticism is the rehumanization of all elements of human nature. It is their return to their true essence. Just as all base metal can be transformed into silver and into gold, so are all the forces of human nature susceptible to transformation into silver and gold, i.e. to what they are when they share in the image and likeness of God. But in order to re-become what they are in their essence, they must be submitted to the operation of sublimation. Mm-hmm. Now this operation is crucifying for that which is base amongst them, and at the same time it is the blossoming of what is their true essence. Mm-hmm. The cross and the rose. The rose cross is the symbol of this operation and of the realization of the truly human man. Thus the Emperor of the Tarot renounces the four arbitrary liberties of human nature. He is, in this sense, crucified. And as the real symbol of the emptiness which is established because of renunciation, is the wound, one can say, of the Emperor, who has 4 wounds. It is by these 4 wounds that the manifestation of the divine image and likeness of human nature is accomplished in him. The divine in human nature. And what of the divine which transcends it? In order for the latter to manifest, it is necessary to have 1 wound more. It is necessary to have 5 wounds. Now it is the following card, the Pope, which will teach us the arcanum of the manifestation of the divine transcending human nature by means of the 5 wounds.
Mm-hmm.